like tying flies.
I like
It's
I like just
relaxing. It's kind of like meditation.
I
Fishing.
like sitting on the porch and smoking cigars.
I like annoying the crap out of my grandpa and him telling me to shut up.
Speaking of being annoying, are we ready?
We are.
Just kidding.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, real quick.
Hmm?
How much do you want me to keep track of my arrows?
Do you want to keep track of your arrows?
Not really.
Then I don't give a shit.
Okay, cool.
Nah, Keely,
We're on the
just
same page then.
just use the quiver dice rule, where every time you shoot an arrow, you roll the 1d12, and if it rolls a 1, you go down to a d10, and like you roll a 10
I
on the
like
1.
that. I'll keep that in mind.
Maybe we'll remember. But probably not. Alright. So when we last left off, you guys had signed on to the... Oh, Amy, let me know when you're recording.
I am. Go right ahead.
Okay. These recordings are like super helpful to me because I like to watch
Yeah,
and
me too. I love it.
when we last left off, you guys were in Daggerford at first, and you got the job to kind of go in and clean up after the first group of adventurers that Lady Morwyn had sent into the mist just outside of the town. You guys journeyed out and had a very long walk in this strange kind of misty forest with this tree, and you guys kept walking and like had this really weird experience with the trees rapidly kind of aging and everything like that. And then you finally came to a set of gates, and upon walking through, you were attacked by a large pack of wolves. The wolves proceeded to fuck all your guys' shit up, and it got heavy. You guys came close to a couple people dying. It was dangerous, but then after an intervention by an old grizzled gentleman wielding 2 swords, and then finally another well-dressed gentleman who managed to call the remaining wolves off. As Dabria, you were the last one standing. He kind of stopped. He stopped the fighting and looked into your eyes and kind of charmed you for a moment, before allowing you to stabilize all your friends, and then biting you, causing you to pass out. At which point, roughly 8 hours later, forget who it was that woke up. Oh, it was Dabria and Reese. You guys kind of sit up on the edge of the forest here, the edge of the road. Your cart and your horse kind of sitting there. The horse is breathing but not moving, still unconscious from the battle. And you kind of look over. You see your unconscious friends and everything. Some pools of blood. You see this weird old guy who ran out of the woods to help you. And you sit up, having completed a long rest, looking at everyone and looking out at the mist kind of surrounding you at the moment. What would you like to do?
I just kind of look at everyone else, and I look over at Dabri, and I'm just like, what happened?
And Dabria's like doing the best she can not to hyperventilate, which is a little weak at this moment. She kind of scrambles over to Stella and Irid to check and make sure that she really did stabilize them.
I'll check the old man that we don't know.
Now, Dabria, you have been given an invitation from this well-groomed man
Yes.
to come to his manor, and you feel almost an obligation to head that way. You tend to your friends first. You're not like completely, your
Right.
brain hasn't completely been taken over, but you still like every now and then your thoughts return to going to the castle. We got to go to the castle. Continue.
After I check to make sure they're breathing, I would turn to Reese and just hand her the invitation.
Okay. I believe everyone can see the invitation.
Yes. So he just he just came by and handed you this?
He called off the wolves. I don't know if I would have. Oh, I don't know if I would have been able to stop them if he hadn't come by.
You know that would make him pretty powerful, right?
Yeah. But hey, we're not dead.
That's true. Yeah.
At this point, Stella and Irid, you guys begin kind of groggily waking up as well.
Alright. She will, her eyes
Ow.
fly open and she's up on her feet. We should be dead. Why aren't we dead?
We had help.
Oh. Well, that was lucky. Who was this help?
There was a man. I gave Reese, he gave me this invitation. He said he brought us here? And,
Did he use spells?
I think so. He called off the rest of the wolves.
He must have used spells to give us healing.
Hey, Jake, you've got like a ton of background noise going.
Oh, what the fuck?
He let me stabilize everyone. He allowed me to do that. I couldn't heal you. I think that was just time.
Oh, right. Was he human? Or was he elven? Or what was he?
I don't know. I don't think so.
What did he say? This invitation, did he say anything else beside handing you this invitation?
Honestly, I don't remember a whole lot about it. He said, that it was meant to be a game, and that he expected a better show.
Reese, at this point, as they're talking, you spot on Dabria's neck two very strange-looking wounds, like right where her jugular would be.
Do I know what that is?
Make a nature check. Yeah, that's a vampire, bro.
I like get up in her shit and like hold her head to the side and like, what the fuck is this?
It looks like she was bitten by one of those wolves, right?
No, this
I've
is a
got the same
vampire
type-
bite. No,
What?
it's a vampire bite.
Oh,
Dabria, did he bite you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember.
I remember him stopping the wolves, and I wanted to try and heal you guys.
Do you feel like a vampire? What does a vampire feel like? Do you want
I just feel like I need to give you the invitation and we need to go to the castle.
Where's this castle at?
I want to wake the old man up.
You see he's already kind of begun to stir, and as you go over and kind of shake him awake, he goes, "Are we dead? Are we dead?
No.
Are we dead?"
No.
God. Ugh.
I need you to wake up right now.
I'm up. All right.
I want to know why you. Well, first we can talk about this later. First, I need to know what the fuck a vampire is doing around here.
It's Strahd. He's in charge around here.
I'm gonna need a little more than that.
So he's. Do you have a mayor of some kind? Do you have a council or?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It
Let
does
me-
matter. He bit my friend.
Well, who
He
does he
get-
answer to? Everyone has in noble houses. Everyone has their place.
He stands up. This guy stands up. And he goes, "He's it. He's the one on top. He's the one with the power. Nobody outranks him. No one's stronger than him. This place exists because of him."
He is a formidable spellcaster, then.
Yes.
What kind of spell can? I know there are kinds that can teleport you away to different planes of existence, but we're
I don't know.
still on the Sword Coast, I think.
No, you're not.
Oh,
You're not.
all right. Well,
Let's. Oh, there's a town not far from here.
every spell can be dispelled. I know that much. I don't know a lot of things, but I know that every spell, no matter how powerful, can be dispelled. So this is just an effect of a spell, and he's brought us here. And you know, I'm. Are you, Dabria,
oh.
It's looking to get rid. We're just looking mist, right?
What?
Say that again. Hello? Okay.
Well, while
There-
that's happening, I would like to do one of these bad boys.
Okay, so you get so up to 6 miles. All right. It feels weird. You've used this ability before, and it's allowed you to kind of detect creatures and everything like that. And you send the ping out for 6 miles, and you do get a sense of undead. 6 miles. Wow. Wowzers. That's a big one.
That's a whole map.
Yeah, it's
Can
like
y'all,
half the
can
map.
y'all hear me now?
yeah. Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my sensitivity was messed up because my auto detect sensitivity was so light it could pick up my fan, but me adjusting it was like it couldn't hear me speak. So now I've kind of had to set it push to talk.
No worries. Yeah, with 6 miles, you do get a distinct. Do you know the direction? Just not location or number. Doesn't. So you just kind of get you just get pings of undead, and fiend within 6 miles of you.
You just had a fiend?
Fiends. You get a fiend ping, but
Ooh.
it's also like
Fuck.
you get distinct undead, and you get like a couple fiends, but then there's this like it's like an underlying undead. It's like the land.
fiends that are undead, or
No,
it's like
no,
a presence
it's
all
like-
around her.
Yeah, it's like the land itself.
Oh my goodness.
instant goosebumps.
Are you all right? Or have you been bitten? Have we all been bitten? Have I been bitten? She kind of walks.
I check everybody to make sure we. Yeah,
Look, right here on my jaw.
check
I don't feel anything.
I mean, I
Dabria,
got this weird bite on my arm.
Oh, look.
Da-
Sure, that's
Dabria-
a wolf, though.
Dabria was the only one that was bitten by a vampire. That was that,
Hurts.
that sounded
Like-
like Ismark, but it wasn't. That was
Oh.
Chris.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Chris.
No, Dabria is the only one who's been bitten by a vampire.
Okay.
Because of Reese's natural 20 on that roll.
Stella walks up to Dabria and she like snaps her big fingers in her face and she says, "Have you been commanded? Are you under a command of some kind?"
Would I know?
You I don't think you'd be willing to tell. I think
Okay.
you refer to Strahd as a good friend. He's a good friend of yours, and he helped you, and you need to repay him. You all need to repay him.
Okay. I don't know. He's the reason we didn't die.
But
You said the Strahd fellow is He is the chain, right? Like, I mean, got a problem. If there's anybody who could solve it, probably him.
Ismark, or the old man, whoops. The old man kind of stands up, and he kind of looks. He's like, you can go to the castle if you want. I don't think you'll come back.
Have you been there yourself?
No. I've been trying to get people to go with me, but nobody's willing to.
Ideally, I almost didn't come back from this short cart trip, but so
I suppose it's true. I mean, you're all the first adventurers to come through here in 30, 40 years.
Hmm.
That can't be right.
No. And she kind of looks over at the party and she kind of raises her eyebrows as if to say, what are we going to tell people?
Wait, we had a group of people from where we're from come in here 6 months ago.
No, that's wrong. They either went somewhere else, or the last group of adventurers to come through these gates. They saved me and my sister, and they died outside of Kresk.
Oh,
Describe them.
yeah.
It was I don't know. It was years ago. There were 4 of them, 5 of them sometimes.
So wait,
There was-
one was temporarily invisible? That sounds
just come back and forth. Sometimes he'd be there, sometimes he wouldn't.
So he was able to exit out of this place and then come back in, or
If he could, he didn't share the secret with me.
oh, right.
But there were a couple short ones. There was a gnome and a halfling. There was
Nope, 2 gnomes.
There's 2 gnomes. That's right.
That's right. Now I
Thanks for the reminder.
remember.
That was so long ago. There was an elven guy with a weird instrument. And there was an old lady with him.
Oh yeah, I heard about the old lady. I heard that she was charming and lovely.
She was.
Do we know do we know anything about the previous group?
Yeah, that fits their description.
Okay.
I mean, if anybody had spent any considerable amount of time inside of Daggerford, they would know James.
Yeah.
He's a man about town.
I mean, so yeah. So we could we have met some of them at some.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You guys are aware of them. They were adventurers in the town just like you guys were. If you guys have any kind of roots in Daggerford, you likely know the other people who had roots in Dagger.
Yeah. I can't see where Stella would be possibly a friend of any of them. Certainly not Viola. What with the spells and such.
Well, they're dead now, so.
Well, they were from our land, and we haven't seen them for 6 months, not 30 years.
How does time pass here? Do you have a sunset?
I suppose the same way it does everywhere else. I don't know. All I know is nobody's come through those gates in 30 years. 30 to 40 years. Somewhere between there. I'm being inaccurate with that year on purpose.
Oh, I see.
Because some stuff may not make sense later
It's
on.
been years.
It's been many years.
It's been a long ass time.
Yes.
Many moons.
I am now old, Ismark. And he turns. I'm Ismark.
Oh, I was gonna say, ask for your name. Ismark, I'm Stella Thunathala. You can call me Lowlander if you like. Either name's fine. Have you seen my kind near here? Abouts here in this place, the Goliaths. Have you seen any others of my ilk?
No, but you're not the weirdest person to come through here.
Well, I'm not weird. I'm just simply asking, if there are others of my kind. What constitutes weird, actually?
As I was saying it, I realized there's a lot. Listen, I really like talking on the road and everything, but there's probably more wolves,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't want to get my ass chewed up again. So let me get you guys back to my house in Barovia, just up ahead. Follow me.
Very good. Lead
Let's
the way.
go.
So we follow.
Okay, you guys follow him. It's a quiet trip through the trees here. And you guys eventually come out over this valley, this kind of clearing here. And as the path kind of descends down, it overlooks the village up ahead. And up on, like, an escarpment to the northwest, you can see a massive dark castle looming over the forest as you guys are making your way down the road. Dabria, you feel drawn to it.
Well, I suppose that answers our question. Castles.
That's certainly a
It-
castle up there.
Yeah, it keeps its eye on the village. There's a balcony on the back, and every now and then I swear I can see that son of a bitch standing there.
I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, that's definitely a castle.
Yeah.
That's a solid 10 for a castle there. How long's that been here? Ever since, all of your life?
All of my life, all of my father's life. I don't know.
Possibly.
As long as there's been a Barovia, there's been a castle right now.
Are we certain he's a vampire? Because if he's that old, he might possibly be a lich of some kind. I don't know
He's
a
a
lot
va-
about...
He's a
What
vampire.
would Stella know about liches?
Well, I don't know much. I know that they live a long time and that they cast very, very strong spells. And I don't know what vampires are either, but I've heard of liches. Of course, you know, there's the famous Bob and Bob the Lich, and there's Billy.
Timmy the Lich.
Timmy
Got
the
it.
Lich. Yeah, right outside Neverwinter, I believe.
Can I do some kind of check about vampires and like my knowledge of vampires?
It'd be either religion or arcana.
They're the exact same, but I'm pretty sure I get advantage because I have favored enemy is undead.
Undead. Yeah, so you have advantage.
So probably more history than.
Okay. So with an 18, you think back. You definitely heard stories about vampires. More, just kind of legends of aristocrats. That kind of just like eccentric aristocrats who live out in the wild. Not the wild, but just like in isolation. For the most part, rumors of vampires were kind of exaggerated. However, every now and then there has been a true vampire. You don't know what the source of vampirism is. There's just every now and then there's just some powerful creature. Vampires are strong. They're very strong, and they're even stronger when they have plenty on which to feed.
But I know it is undead, right?
Yeah, you know it's undead.
All right,
It's
cool.
it's not unsimilar to a lich, but there are distinct differences between the two.
Well, Dabri, are they like liches? Because, you know, I've done a little bit of study, and I know that's hard to believe. It took quite a long time for me to learn a little bit about liches, and I was mostly interested in their spellcasting abilities. Is a vampire a lich, pretty much? Or are they different entirely?
I'm fairly certain that they are very different. The thing that comes to mind the most is that you can kill a vampire.
Well,
I actually have vampires where I come from. Often my home have some. Typically, they have like paper seals over their face, and they
I'm
can
gonna
jump really
insight
high.
I want to insight.
So I'm doing. I mean, you can roll, but I'm going to do insight a little bit differently from here on out. I don't know if I talked to you guys about this already.
I don't think so.
So I'm just going to be using passive insight for the most part. So as opposed to saying like I'd like to roll insight against that, you could just ask, "Do I believe him?"
Do I believe him then?
However, if you want to, you can roll insight, but keep in mind like it's going to be very visible that you're like reading this person and you're like judging what they're saying. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I got a 7 charisma anyway, so that's what I would be doing.
Okay, so if you want to roll, go right ahead. Are you lying, Irid, as you're kind of explaining? Reese steps up to you and just gets kind of a little bit closer to look at you, like what? Like you see looks from Reese.
Out of character, I am of course describing the tales of Chinese hopping vampires.
And what are they called?
I know that's like a terrible English translation, but I forget what they're actually called.
Stella.
I think Jiangxi.
Jiangxi? I don't know what. Is it the creature that has like the white mask and black body?
Yeah, it's the Jiangxi.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I didn't know that's what it was named.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a 1-to-1.
Oh no, he's just kind of retelling like
an old
myth.
wives' tale. Okay.
Yeah.
Stella's wrapped. She says, fascinating.
He's lying.
He didn't have any
You're lying. How is that helpful to our current situation?
I'm not lying. I'm simply telling it, a tale from my homeland.
It's not real.
As you guys are moving, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to thick, slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence. As you guys are moving into the city, your horse's hooves kind of clack against the cobblestone road here as you guys make your way in. And let's transition to Mira.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh, look at that! I did not clear all the maps off because I'm lazy.
Oh my.
So I'm just gonna get rid of those real quick. Sorry.
I understand. It takes time and effort to plan our demise again. So.
You guys are led into the town. From this side here, and Ismark kind of leads you across the way, and then down towards the manor here. As you guys move through, you see many of the buildings are boarded up, and you hear nothing. Normally you're used to towns being like bustling and full of people, but there is nothing going on here. It's quiet. And as you guys are moving, you pass by a dilapidated what looks like shop with a broken sign that reads Bildras Mercantile. And you also see another sign that reads Blood on the Vine.
Blood on the Vine. Is there a window or any sort of indication on the sign what they sell?
You kind of step up and look inside real quick, kind of breaking away from the group. And you see, sitting at a table, you see 3 very old women, kind of like sipping from wine glasses, and just every now and then they'll laugh like with this shrill laugh. And then you see a very old man behind the bar, just cleaning glasses. And he has like this huge stack of glasses in front of him, and he just keeps cleaning glasses.
I kind of gesture toward the group, try to get their attention. I say, I found the tavern. So if we want to come back later and drown ourselves, we can do that, I guess. For now, I think if we follow...
Ismark kind of speaks up. Yeah, there's not really much to drown yourself with these days.
Well, that's probably best. I try to stay away from alcoholic beverages. I do drink on occasion, and... well, I'll need a lot of it to feel it. But you don't...
Is it...
Sorry, go ahead. by all means.
I was just gonna ask if what's with there not being that much to drink? Is it I'm like obviously it's probably hard to get shipments, but is there not usually when there's a demand somebody steps up to supply?
Well, there was only one winery here in Barovia, but there was this group of druids in Yesterhill that took care of that right quick. I don't know the details, but
Who would though? Who would know the details of these druids inhabiting this winery?
there's an inn in Vallaki called the Blue Water Inn. You could talk to the owner of the place. I think his name is Brahm now.
Rom, gotcha. And
Meanwhile,
she pulls out just a slip of paper from her pocket that's been written on probably 1,000 times, and she like at a very edge she kind of scrawls very illegibly a few words that you can't really make out, but
meanwhile, Dabria is just standing in the middle of the square staring at the castle.
Dabria, are you all right? You should we go now?
I mean, he saved us?
Yes, but he bit you, and
Well,
that's not typically what good folk do.
I just feel like I need to go.
Let's get our bearings and we'll decide later. All right?
Ismark, is there a healer in town of some sort that can heal her of this? Of this urge?
No.
There's not. You don't have
No.
any type of cleric with healing magic?
We did.
Oh. Let me guess.
Yeah.
They're dead now.
They are.
Yeah, right.
Is there anyone in town that would know the particulars of this Strahd fellow?
In town. No. I don't think so. He kind of stopped for a second. You could talk to the Vistani if you're feeling brave.
What about anybody in town that would have known anything about him? Past tense, even.
Would have known?
Yeah. There's a lot of boarded up houses around here. I'm guessing they're vacant.
Yeah.
Maybe if one of the residents knew particulars, they left something behind.
I mean, I've run into it a couple times, but it wasn't anything of substance. There was a priest here a long time ago, but he died. He died shortly after the other party came through.
His homestead, where would it be?
He lived in the church up here. He may have some information, but if he had it in life, I wouldn't know. I didn't talk to him. He was a strange one.
Well, I know that they have Hagalites here in these temples where they practice their healing magic, so perhaps we could speak to someone that knew him at one time, or even saw the party move through here.
He kind of just shakes his head. You can try.
Is the church still open?
Nobody's been in there for decades.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it would have been good to lead with that, maybe.
I'd like to still go check it out, if anybody cares to join me.
Well, yes, I would, I think that would be good.
Well, if you all want, I can take your horse and board it up at my house. And he points down to this kind of mansion down here. It's really busted up and not good looking. You can clearly see that from where you guys are. Kind of points to it. You see it's like dilapidated. The roof is sagging in places. He just says, I can board your horse over there if you guys want to go do
fine.
that.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you very much, but I must ask, do you have tools to do some home improvements? Because, or do you not have the motivation? I understand if you're too weak to wield a hammer. Maybe I could help with that.
You see, he's just kind of slumped, and he just slowly looks up at you.
Yeah,
He just
she's
nods.
like towering over him, kind of like
He
really
just-
confused why you aren't fixing your house.
He just nods and he says, "I'll see you at the manor," and he turns and begins walking.
very
Stella,
well.
I think these people are doing the best they can. It'd be best not to judge them.
Oh, I'm not judging them. I like to be made useful. I like to
I think
help.
what this place really needs is to get rid of that fucking vampire.
Well, I don't like to admit things like this, but that might be beyond our capacity.
Currently, yes, but with information we can learn more.
Right. Yeah, information. That's what we need. Lots and lots of it.
I wonder if they have Easter.
Any what?
Yeah, you're breaking in and out a little bit.
Yeah, it's this freaking. I hate
Hello?
this so much.
I got disconnected for a second there.
Oh no! The DM ran away.
But- It looks like we're back.
We scared,
Okay.
we scared him away.
I wonder if they have any yeast around here.
Some of that yeast juice?
Yeast?
Yeast.
Yeast.
Why?
Well, it's if they have yeast, there's a decent chance we could fill at least part of their problem.
Oh, I was getting excited.
You
I thought
think-
you were going to make loaves of bread. I could really do with a good sandwich.
No, more liquid than that. I mean, see a need, fill a need. They're in obvious need of alcohol.
Well, bread's more important than alcohol.
Absolutely. Come on, guys.
Invited us for a feast. Maybe he has alcohol.
I'm gonna put a bag over your head.
Y'all are some sad sacks.
Not literally, but I want to.
No, Arid. We're trying to deal, and she begins stuttering a bit. With our current
All right, we're gonna get going. Come on.
All
It's
right.
fine.
You guys make your way north toward
I put a hand on Stella's back.
Just give me let
Just
me breathe
breathe.
a minute.
It's okay.
I'm breathing. I'm a little out of my what's the word? Element. Yeah.
Anyway,
you guys begin making your way north towards the church there. The area seems to darken as you guys move. Rain kind of slowly begins to pour as you guys are making your way towards the building itself. And eventually you come to the outside of it. Give me just a moment. Atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. And as you guys approach, you can see the doors, and you see the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
I don't know if we need to be on any kind of vigilance here, but maybe it's best to say it to keep our eyes open.
All you had to say. And Irid is going to take an action to summon his soul.
Dabria,
Yes.
I know it's very hard to focus right now. You seem to be... I know I said it rudely yesterday, but you seem to be in touch with a higher being. I don't know what kind of powers you've been blessed with, but please try to focus. There might be something in here that's not natural, so we'll need you. I sound a lot like Keanu Reeves! Oh my god, I just fucking placed it!
No, I like it. You're getting a voice.
Man, now I got... Oh, damn it! And don't kill my dog.
Fantastic.
I will end you.
Oh shit, you have a dog.
Oh no, she's John Wick. We're fucked.
I'm John
What?
Wick with arrows.
Where is it? Can I pet it?
Oh my god, that is epic. So yeah, that's
Anyway.
canon now in my brain.
So you guys are
Don't need
you
any of
guys
the rest of us then.
But yeah, I'm like putting like a reassuring hand on Dabria's shoulder. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
I'll focus.
All right. I'm gonna go to the door.
okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and I super carefully, quietly opened the door.
Okay. You place a hand on the door. It seems like there's not even anything kind of holding it in place. The door just kind of swings open as you push it, and the catch kind of takes the other door with it. So both doors kind of slowly, under momentum, just open. And immediately ahead of you, you see is the following.
There's just a big X on the priest.
The doors
X marks the priest.
The doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see the chapel is strewn with debris, and you see up ahead, hanging from the rafters, an emaciated corpse. It is clearly a male corpse. It's at this point it's probably just a skeleton hanging from a noose from the ceiling. Up ahead of the pulpit there, just kind of swaying gently.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's quite the statement.
Well, it looks about on par with everything else we've seen in this damnable place. Can't tell from this where I'm standing if it was intentional or, well.
When I walk in, I want to take a beat to see if I hear anything, notice any different odd smells. I'm particularly looking for anything undead.
Make a perception check.
Run down, freaking, what you call it? Always makes me think of undead.
You kind of you begin listening, and you kind of smell, except for the smell of rot and mildew, you detect nothing out of the ordinary. You do detect, however, this door is slightly ajar. Not enough to see into it, but it's open just that little bit. The other doors are all
Which
shut.
one?
This one here.
Are you on the right layer?
Nope.
I didn't see it.
This door.
Ah, okay. I look at them and I put my hand up to stop, and I don't say anything. I just go, stop. This audio medium makes it hard for me to describe my hand gestures. But I will briefly, quietly, carefully open this door.
Okay. You throw the door open, and you see the following.
Throw? I did not say throw.
The door slams open under your might. Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trap door. You see there is a chain and padlock on either that was at one point connected on either side that has been completely broken. The trap door has been slammed open and left there. You see it leads to some kind of like dingy cellar.
All right. There's a cellar under here. But I think we should check out this floor first. Would the rest of you like to take a door?
Yeah, I'll take one here that's right across from the one that you opened.
I'll take that one.
Okay. Stella, your door first. If everyone could stop for a moment.
Everybody
Everybody fight. Stella, for you. This dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden holy symbol.
Okay. Can I roll religion to determine, like, what kind of symbol I'm looking at?
Sure. Go ahead and roll religion.
Alright.
You do not recognize it.
Right. I will, I guess she will, with one hand, lean down and pick up the edge of the bed and kind of pull it up from the floor and look underneath.
Just you see dust. You watch as you kind of pick it up. A rat just takes off and jumps to one of the corners and fits through like a tiny hole in the floor.
Sorry, fella. I will set the bed down carefully and
Mhm.
just nod solemnly and turn and walk out into the hallway.
Okay. Irid, do you throw open your door?
Irid will open the door.
Okay, you throw the door open as hard as you can, making a ton of noise, and I'm just kidding. This dirty room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Retcon, the oil lamp is not burning. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol.
I was about to say that's the creepiest shit we've seen so far.
It is
Open the
no,
door
it's
and then
it.
it lights up. Yeah.
Clap on, clap off. One of those
You can,
Amish black magic fire.
I think you guys can tell at this point that I'm going a little bit off book.
I wouldn't know at all.
Okay. Yeah. Do you do
Dabria?
anything?
Oh,
Do you do
I thought
anything
you
else?
were forgetting her name.
Ira, do you do anything else?
Irid kind of looks satisfied with a cursory examination.
Okay. Dabria. You open your door and you see an old desk and chair stand against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
There's a cabinet in here. I'm gonna go take a look at it.
All right. I'll back you up.
I'm gonna go with her.
Okay. Jumping out of the cabinet, just kidding.
Oh, damn it, I was ready.
Let me see. You kind of open it carefully, and you see there are a couple books in here, but most of them seem to be routed away. There are a few whose titles you can recognize. One of which is Hymns to the Dawn. And then the other one is The Blade of Truth. The Uses of Logic in the War Against Diabolist Truth. The Blade of Truth. The Uses of Logic in the War Against Diabolist Heresies, as fought by the Ulmist Inquisition. It's a mouthful. You can just put The Blade of Truth.
That's one hell of a book title.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna check out the desk.
There's also a few other things in there. You see
sorry.
a tinderbox inside, as well as a few wooden boxes inside of which are they're both full of like ruined candles. Like they're either wet or they aren't usable.
Okay.
And you are checking the desk.
Yeah.
On the chair, you see an empty wooden pour box, as well as in the drawers of the desk, you find a couple old rotted blank sheets of parchment and dried up inkwells.
Are there any hidden compartments on this desk?
Make an investigation check. You are confident that there are none.
And this parchment doesn't look like it's been written on ever, even if it got washed off.
Kind of looking at it's hard to tell because it is so old. But as far as you can tell now, it doesn't look like it's been written on.
Can I do like a rubbing? Like put a piece of parchment on top of another one and like do a little rubbing? Is that how that works? I don't know how anything. But Reese would.
I think that works. That kind of works. It usually
You
works
know,
with
like
like
how sometimes
more...
you can see like the last note somebody wrote if you do like a little light rubbing.
Okay. Okay. I actually have a thing to show. It's gonna go in Discord, but you kind of put two pieces of papers down, and use like a bit of charcoal and begin kind of rubbing on top of it. That was a good call. I gotta pull something.
I gotta think like a cop. I'm a bounty hunter.
Stella kind of edges her head around the corner, and she says, "Are there any scrolls within here? We could use scrolls. You think?"
I don't see anything currently, but
So it's
I'm
in
very
the. It's gonna be in the Discord chat.
oh, you fucker.
Oh, nice.
I hand that to Stella. How's that for a scroll? And I go, how's this for a scroll?
Now, Chris, I want to ask a question, like an actual
She
question.
turns it upside
Where
down.
did you get that?
It's a Big Lebowski joke.
Can I turn it upside down and try to roll a religion check?
Sure, roll a religion check.
18.
That was better than your previous one.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I know.
You look at it. It's just a dick drawing.
Uh,
So no, this is a joke. It's just a joke.
no, she.
Deb,
I say. Well, I believe I have seen this in a symbol for some religion at one time. I don't know of any religions that worship the dick.
Have you guys have seen the Big Lebowski, right?
Well, it's been so long.
I have not.
That
Okay, all
I
right.
don't remember it exactly, but that's
All right.
hilarious, Chris. You get points for being fun.
After the game, you guys have to watch this video.
Oh, okay. After the game.
I look to Dabria and I go, can you tell what religion they followed?
Probably not.
That's a dick. Just
Is
be
it?
hard to tell. Like,
Well,
I didn't mean about the dick. We've been in this room for like 5 minutes.
From like the books
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, there was a
or the holy symbol.
yes, a holy symbol on the wall within the room I was in previously.
There's also one in this room.
Debbie, you're trying to ascertain what the religion is.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make me a religion check.
I'm bad at this.
You have no idea. The books are interesting, though. You flip through a couple of them. One of them has the Hymns to the Dawn is like a volume of chants to some deity called the Morning Lord. And then, which you have not heard that title before.
Okay.
And then the second book, The Blade of Truth, is this really weird book that it's like a combination of logic exercises and in between like the logic exercises there are like these very lurid descriptions of fiend worshipping cults, like hierarchies and stuff like that. And you kind of flip through and you see names of like demons and stuff like that, but you don't recognize any of the demon names.
This is a weird book, but I don't think it's going to be of any use to us.
Would you mind if I took it?
By all means.
I
Not
got
Whatever.
some sense of fiendish nature earlier, and this might be helpful. AKA, Fiend is gonna be my next favorite enemy.
Ooh.
Oh.
And this is a very good book to learn that.
if for whatever you're not reading it at any particular time, I'd like to borrow it. Just because I like to read.
Alright, maybe later.
Reading is the pathway to knowledge. Knowledge.
I have heard that. I would not like to carry them. I will carry your other belongings if you are weighed down, but books in my possession, they don't last long. I drop them. I get them wet. The pages crimple and the words disappear. So I just have them.
as you guys are talking, a strong wind blows through the church, and through a couple of the holes in the roof and the ceiling and the walls and stuff. And Irid and Stella, you guys watch as the hanging kind of corpse on the far side of the church there kind of begins swinging, and a skeletal arm breaks off and falls down to the floor and makes this loud clattering noise.
Oh, fuck!
Right.
This is my worst nightmare!
Yeah, let's continue our investigation.
Should we try to get that body down?
I don't think we
What
should.
are we looking for?
I don't think we should disturb the body, but
I
don't know.
don't know. I thought maybe there would be some information here, and I still think there might be. There's a reason why that man is hanging. There's a reason why the trap door is thrown open to the cellar.
Well, our answers may possibly be in the cellar.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if we should take care of that first. Yeah, we should probably take care of that first, and then come back up here to give the proper burial to this guy, right? I mean, like, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't make any difference to me. I do not know who this man was. I don't know what gods he worshipped. So, perhaps we can do that afterwards, where we've completed our investigation of this place, and then I will assist in helping him down. I can't climb up there. I can't climb at all,
I could
really.
fly up there. It's fine.
Oh.
He actually isn't. He's only maybe 6 feet off the ground, Stella. You could actually kind of reach up and kind of lift him. You wouldn't be able to reach the rope around his neck, but you feel like you could probably help brace him as he comes down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the cellar, guys.
Right.
Okay.
Never. I love.
And down I go!
Okay.
And down we
It's
go.
me!
Stand by for teleport. Is everyone going down?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Stand by for teleportation.
Stand by. Oh wow.
That was my teleportation.
Oh, that's actually.
Okay. The church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls and a floor made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above. Nope. Scratch that. You see in the corner, this corner in particular, what appears to be like a couple of rags or something down there. There's just a pile of cloth in the center, or in that corner there.
Okay.
What do you do?
You don't know nothing.
Jon Snow. I'll follow Reese and make our way over there, I think.
Yeah, I want to check that pile out.
Okay. You two who are staying back, what are you doing?
Eard is just more or less keeping his eye out.
Okay.
Now, Stella, I do better from afar. Would you want to go poke that thing?
Yeah, I don't mind poking it. It's probably
Just in case.
It's probably just a rat nest or something of that kind. I would like to roll investigation once I get within 5 feet of the nondescript.
Be my guest.
All right. Ba-bam.
You kind of step over and you kind of go through the cloth there. As you kind of move it around, you see there's nothing inside of it, save for like maybe a couple bones. Oh, everyone good? Okay. You see nothing inside except for like a couple of bones. And you kind of put your fingers through. You find a broken chain that leads into like the center of the cloth here. And you recognize that this seems to be some kind of tapestry. And as you're kind of looking through it, Reese, you're kind of keeping an eye out. You guys hear what sounds like, for a second, like creaking above you. And you guys kind of stop for a second, look around, and then suddenly a shape moves back towards the entrance of the cellar here, and jumps down. And nobody move.
Oh, I was gonna say a knock an arrow.
Oh.
It catches you by surprise because I rolled a 26 on stealth,
What?
which is really good. And he's gonna make his attacks on you, Irid.
See, I knew it. I knew there'd be someone.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Instead of doing damage, he's going to grapple you. Does a 15 hit you, Irid?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay. You are grappled. Escape DC. You are currently grappled, and he's then going to bite you at advantage. So 17 to hit, so you take 14 points of damage, and your hit points are reduced by 10.
Maximum, is that before or after?
What's that?
So I take like 14.
You take 14, but your maximum goes down by 10.
Nice.
And as it attacks, it kind of lunges and just you guys watch as this shape just pounces onto you. And as it bites him, it just kind of rips at his neck as blood kind of gushes out, and he kind of begins lapping it off of his face. And he says, "Father, I'm so hungry, Father." Roll initiative.
Oh, what the hell are you?
I was keeping my eyes.
You have a passive perception of 10.
Shit.
I feel like you're just trying to get rid of my warlock, Chris.
Oh,
Not at all.
Oh god.
I'm giving this one dude a chance.
This one dude.
I can definitely help you.
Well, he has reduced my hit points to less than that of a first level fighter. My hit point maximum, that is.
Bad time for me to roll a 3.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, you guys only have one enemy to worry about. Fun. Stella, you're up first.
Oh, wow. Okie dokie. Let's see. I will. Alright, let's see what we can do, because we're gonna do some things. So, I've temporarily forgotten how to D&D. So let's see. Eagle Totem. Okay. Eagle Totem, I will use a bonus action to dash. And
Okay.
I think I need to be raging for that. No. Well, I don't remember, actually, right?
You're in range anyway.
Okay. Oh, I am. Very good. So let's just do that. I'm going to throw her bulk towards the area and beat it over there, and drawing her great axe as she moves. She's going to lay down into this thing. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a crit, baby.
Yes sir.
So go ahead, roll that damage.
13.
So it's actually going to be 12 plus 7, so 19.
Oh yeah, I meant to remind everybody last week to adjust their crits.
Yeah,
Because you do the fancy crit.
we're doing strong crits.
Alright,
So that's 19 points of damage to this guy, halved to 10.
All right, and I'll.
And you.
use
Sorry, go
bonus
ahead.
I will use bonus action to rage.
Okay.
Yeah. And.
You can do that. You can have done that first and add that +2 to it.
Oh, right. So, what was that? 12 and 6, 18, and then 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So still 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So good hit. Anything else, Stella?
That is it. That is
Okay. Irid. You are currently grappled by this thing.
Alright. Alright. Well, it's bad time to be him. I'm gonna hit him with my Hexblade Hex as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, with my sword already handy because I had taken the time to summon it earlier,
Yeah.
I am going to swing on him, and I'm going to take a -5 penalty to that attack.
Okay.
That's a 15. Does a 15 hit?
15 just barely hits. Go ahead, roll damage. So I'm guessing you're gonna add plus 10 to the damage?
Yep.
Yes, sir, Bob. Real quick, does that count as a good roll on that? Does that count as a magical weapon?
It does because I took the improved pact weapon.
Okie dokie then.
It counts as a +1 magic weapon.
You can also re-roll that too if you like. With great, or no?
No, you're thinking of something else that Starga had.
Well, no, it's Great Weapon Master, right?
No, you don't re-roll damage with that.
It's great. I have great weapon fighting. Great weapon master. Is
Oh, Great Weapon Fighting. That's right. That's right. That's right. My bad. Okay. So you do 12 points of damage to him. No, you do
22.
22 points of damage. Yeah, he did not like that. Not at all. He is going to. Oh, Reese, it's your go. Sorry.
Do I have a shot on him?
You do have a shot on him. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, you do.
All right. I am going to. This is just one guy. I'm not going to do. I can't talk. I am not going to do Hunter's Mark like I thought I was. So in that case, I'm just going to do a longbow shot with my Dread Ambusher.
My
Okay.
bad. He actually.
There's. Oh,
Sorry.
What's
He actually takes an extra 2. Sorry.
An extra 2 from.
Hexblade's Curse.
Oh, you add your proficiency. Or something, right?
Yeah, I forgot to add my. I have 3 different attacks with my main weapon that I have that I can roll, and I forgot to roll the Hexblade's Curse one.
No worries.
so basically with Dread Ambusher, if I take this attack, I can add additional damage and have another attack with additional.
Okay.
So that's the first one.
That's a hit. For
7.
4.
4. Fuck. Alright, fine. And then,
Hey,
since I took an attack, I get another one with bonus.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, 17 will hit. Man, you guys are fucking this guy up.
Boom.
18 halved to 9. Alright, is that it?
I can move a lot, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. You're gonna stay right there?
Yeah.
Probably a good call. It comes now to his turn. He's going to let you go, Irid. And he's going to use his action to disengage. And he says, "Father, please!" As he runs, you watch as he skitters up the wall with no issues whatsoever. He just runs right up the 10 feet to get up here. So 5, 10. And then he jumps up through the hole in the ceiling there and vanishes.
Oh,
That's fucking creepy.
yeah. The visuals are real good. I know.
15.
That kid's got a pretty sick vertical, you know?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Dabria.
I am going to walk. Okay, hey. I'm gonna try and cast a spell if it ever lets me pick a level. There we go. Some cure wounds. Hey, that sucks. There's your 6
Well,
hit.
I think that puts him at max anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it puts me at my maximum health of 10.
Oh, well, there it
Cool.
is. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, God.
Okay.
10.
Stella, your go.
I'll give a chase. Let's see. I'll have to go around everyone, right?
No, you can pass through friendly squares.
Okay, cool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Her speed is 30, so she'll dash if she gets up outside.
Yeah, it's 5 feet to get to the other side.
Okay.
To get to the Un segundo. So boom.
All right.
You climb up and you see him kind of standing at the door, getting ready to continue on
All right.
as you're chasing after him.
All right. Let's see. So that was, what was that? 5? So that
5,
was
yeah.
6.
5 to climb
So
up.
bonus action dash. 7. Oh shit. 8, 9, and then I will go ahead and swing at him, but try to make it non-lethal.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what this is, but it sounds like, you know, it's a creature under a type of command, or you know, it's not like a maddened beast or a fiend or something, a monstrosity or something like that. So let's see. Bop. Bop. 16?
16 hits, roll the damage.
Cool. 9.
So 5.
Alright.
And you kind of run up now, and you see the many wounds he had sustained while he was down there. Some of them seem to have closed up.
Okay. And, I'll do that. And I think she'll try to, I don't know what she would say. Amy wants to say something, but I don't think she knows what to say. So yeah, that's her turn.
All right, Irid, you're up.
Can I see outside of the trapdoor from where I'm sitting?
No, because looking up is just the wall on the other side. You like the angle you're at. Looking up through it, you would just see the wall. You
Well,
can
like I can see through it, right?
yeah.
Could I use my Misty Step to teleport into that room?
Yeah. Totes to the spot you can see. I'll put you right on top of it. Yeah.
Nice, and then he take his movement.
Okay.
Well, actually, he isn't going to take his movement. He is going to. Actually, he's going to Eldritch Blast this thing.
He's gonna L blast.
He's going to Eldritch Blast.
Well, then do it then.
Do. And that actually. Wait, no, my bad. I would imagine that does hit him.
Yeah, it hits him.
He takes 8 force damage,
Okay.
and he is now
Five?
because I have
Oh,
he's got my Hexblade's Curse on him,
gotcha. Yep, I forgot.
and then he has moved 10 feet towards me.
10 feet towards you.
Yeah, I have the Grasp of Hadar invocation, and as when I hit something, I can choose to move it 10 feet towards me if I hit it with Blast.
Okay. I will say you pull him against Stella. Stella, you can see that this creature is under the effect of Irid's spell and is moving. Do you choose to give way and let the creature pass, or do you stand against it?
She jumped.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, I put it down. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Stella, you see Irid cast his Eldritch Blast just over your shoulder, and you see the result of this spell is causing Doru, or God damn it. Is causing the name is always right there, is causing the creature you're fighting to move towards you, like against its will, and you're currently blocking its way. Do you choose to let it pass, or are you going to try to stand against it?
No, I'll let it come past me within the room.
Okay.
Come into the room.
Yeah, so with that, you manage to pull the creature into the room with you, Irid. Dope. Reese.
All right. Reese is a little bit ways away.
She's a little far.
Yeah, okay. All right. I am going to just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I will dash to get a...
All right, well, you kind of move right there, and you see that Irid is currently straddling over the hole. So it's a little difficult to get out.
Can I get a good angle on our boy? From down here?
I'd say you do, but he's got 3/4 cover.
Fuck it. Everybody's in my way, so I'll take that shot.
All right, so you fire. He's got +5 to AC. Let me double check.
Plus 3 force. Yeah, it's a higher one, so 5.
Yeah, +5 to AC. So go ahead.
I'm worried he might get away again. Actually, no. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark because I'm just nervous about that.
Okay.
He already got away once. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I'm putting Hunter's Mark on.
Got it. He's marked.
Cool. And now I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay, fire away. Well, hot damn!
Fuck! Yes, and I'm pretty sure mine are. I think they're right.
Well, you have a longbow. Why is it rolling a d6?
Because of Hunter's Mark. It's longbow with Hunter's
Oh.
Mark.
Oh, I see. I think I see. Okay. Yes. So you deal. Oh wow, that's max damage.
Yes!
So you deal 20 plus 25, 31 halved to 16. Wow. Wowzers, that was good.
Thank you.
The arrow flies up between Irid's legs. And Irid, you're kind of starting to straddling over the hole, and suddenly this arrow from the darkness below flies up and smacks this dude right between his eyes. And his head kind of flies back for a second, and he watches. He kind of like rolls forward, and he says, "Father!" It's now his turn. He regains 10 hit points.
He's got an arrow in his head. That
got
was
an-
awesome.
He's got an arrow like right between his eyes. He is going to. He sees that there's not much left in Irid.
Oh, fuck, boy.
Hit me. Do it.
He'll fall into the trapdoor on top of me.
So he's gonna do claws first. Yikes!
Oh.
Okay, so I have a
Jeez.
question. This is
Yeah.
going to knock me down. Can I do a reaction before he kills me?
What's your reaction?
Hellish.
No, that's different. If it was something that would like reduce his attack or something like that, then I'd say that's way different. But that's like you've already taken the damage, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the trigger for that is taking the damage.
Right. So you take 14 points of damage.
Well, I'm at -4.
And he's on top of me now, isn't he? Because he was
Yeah,
straddling.
he falls in the hole.
I can roll down the stairs.
Reese, make me a strength save.
Can I make a dex check instead and try to dodge this?
Yeah, you can dodge it.
A strength or a dex saving throw, I'm guessing.
Yeah, dex save. Yeah, you manage to step aside, and you watch as Irid comes down through the hole, slams into the landing, and hey, Jake,
Yeah.
high or low?
Low.
All right. He stops right at the landing. He does not roll down the stairs and take a death save and fail a death save.
I look at Dabria real quick and I go,
I think he's dead.
Like better.
That was his first attack, and now that his food source has fallen into the hole, he turns towards you, Stella,
Right,
and he's going to try to bite you.
right.
Does a 14 hit?
Hang on. Yes,
please God, no.
it does. It does. It
What?
does. It does.
Okay, you are raging, so you take 2 points of damage from the piercing, but then 6 necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are lower by that amount.
By 6.
Yeah, by 6.
All right. Shit. Fuck. This fucker. Fuck this guy.
He's then going to try to squeeze past you. Who does he want? No, he's not going to do that. He's going to run back into the hole,
Okay.
provoking an opportunity attack from you.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right, swing away. 18 will hit. Go ahead, roll damage. 13 halved to 7. And he goes down into the hole, and you guys watch. He does not drop into the hole. He kind of just like goes around it and begins crawling on the ceiling. So he's just out of reach of you, Reese, as he moves. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's 10 feet off the ground, hanging from the ceiling. Dabria.
Fucking creepy.
Is he far? Would I provoke an opportunity attack if I move past him?
No, you're far enough away from him.
Okay.
He's 10 feet up in the air.
So I'm gonna step up the stairs.
Okay.
Can I get to Irid?
Yeah, Irid is currently on that landing. But just for the sake of not having 40 goddamn tokens there.
Sure, yeah. I'm gonna do a level 1 cure wounds, which should be 12 hit points, since he's at 0.
Okay.
But it's
So
only 10.
close.
But
Because it's max is 10.
because it's max.
Yeah. Irid, you are brought back to life by the healing powers of someone who I don't think Dabria has deigned to inform you all yet. And you're back. So cool. That's the round. Stella, your go.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. She just fucking barrel rolls on us.
I will.
It's a little cramped
Just-
down here.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to Jake. I'm gonna put you down here. But you are on the landing. Stella, you look down the hole. You see like 4 people on the other side.
Okay. If
Like a crowded
stand,
hole.
if I stand on the stair, am I within 5 feet of the creature?
Here, I'll give you a look-see.
Okay.
So where Reese is currently standing is where the hole is,
Ooh.
and the creature's over here 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, he's way over there. Shit. Huh. That's cool. That's fun. I guess I'll just talk.
You can move past your friends, but you would need to like. It'd be a little tough to try to reach that guy.
Take some movement out of you, probably.
Yeah, I think I'd call it difficult terrain just by nature of this specific instance.
Right. I will.
And so you're currently over top of the hole right now.
All right. All
Just-
right. I guess I will hold if I can. If he gets within 5 feet of me to swing at him.
Okay.
Try to
So
come back out. So I will be like looking down into the hole.
okay. So you're like over top of it. You're like whack-a-mole.
Right. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Irid, you are currently prone underneath Reese's feet. You're gonna have to move if you want to be standing in a place.
Could I, like, laying here prone, kind of like roll myself into a position where I could,
Fire on him?
well, I'm kind of imagining like a CIA show where like I'm on my stomach and I've got like a finger gun and shoot like an Eldritch Blast on it.
All right, yeah, I'll give it to you. That's fine.
I don't have the mark on him or the hex anymore.
No, yeah, you did lose that as you fell. Unfortunately, an 11 is not going to hit as it goes a bit wide. He's moving like crazy fast now. Like he's running on empty right now.
That's
What's up?
I said that's fine.
Okay, Reese, your go. Try to crit him again.
I'm gonna try. I want to like step over Irid, step onto the railing, and kind of like jump off.
Okay,
Like cool moves.
like dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I just want to get out of the way, and I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him.
All right, fire away. 21 will hit. Roll that damage. Jinkies. So 10 total, half to 5. He goes, ow! Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
All right. It's now his turn. He regains 10 hit points.
God bless it.
And then he uses 10 feet of movement to jump down. Now let's see.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is it dark down here?
Is it dark down here? Is it dark down here? That's an excellent question. That is a good question. I'll say it's fairly dark.
Okay, well then I got this going on.
Okay.
But did you see the last part? While in darkness, you are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see me in the darkness.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're you're invisible. Oh, that's really strong, actually. All right. Well, then he's gonna go after your cleric.
That's fine. He's not going after me.
Does 17 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of doing damage, you are grappled, and his next attack has advantage.
Uh-huh.
Fuck
So-
me.
That's a 19 to hit for 12 points of damage total, 5 of which your maximum hit points go down by 5.
Yeah, cool.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. He's then going to... Let's stay right there.
Oh, no, I think you should stay right there.
Debris.
That made me snort.
Debris, it's your turn. You are... Oh, he's got you grappled. That's right.
I'm gonna... fuck!
Unfortunately, a 10 is going to miss.
Wait a minute.
What?
Yeah,
I
it
always
seems like
wondered about this.
a
That's
touch
a
attack.
touch spell. He is holding her.
I don't know, alright? I don't make the rules!
Aw, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna let you do fucking 20 damage of my creature for free.
Damn it.
Son of a...
Yeah, you go to reach out. The energy that's channeled out of your hands, that's the rule. That's what I'm calling it. You have to focus it into your
Damn it,
hand,
Chris.
and you reach out and try to lay your hand upon him. But he's just too wily. He manages to hold you out as you're trying to reach. He's like grabs your arm or something and holds your arm back. And you don't manage to get a shot on him. That's the round. Stella, here go.
Yeah. Alright, I'll come down into the room.
Okay, it's going to be difficult terrain for you to move.
Alright, speed is 30. So,
Okay. So you drop down on top of Irid. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to put you right there.
Okay.
You're currently behind Dabria, who is being grappled by the creature.
Oh.
You can jump off the railing here and try to like go around and flank him if you like.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I will kind of, hit the ground, looking down at where I'm landing. Try to look down at her and say, "Stand still," and I'll leap down if he stood still, laid still or whatever, and leap off the edge and come around the side and try to have at him.
Okay.
And
I forget. Are we doing flanking rules?
Oh, I don't even remember.
I don't think so, but my rage was gone, so I'll bonus action rage again. And
Okay.
I will go ahead and lay into him. Come on now.
Okay.
Damn fucker.
Yum. I'm glad you didn't make a controversial issue where like one was really good and we would have to argue about advantage or not. Because it doesn't matter.
Hey.
Both of those miss.
This fucker, this guy right here.
So that's...
Don't give me sass.
I'm not giving anyone see ya.
uh,
Irid, your go.
Alright, so no one is standing on top of me, correct?
No one is standing on top of you.
All right, so I'm going to climb to a standing position.
Okay.
Take half of my movement.
Yippers.
Okay. Can I break a grapple for someone else?
You can you can try to. That's your action though, so you can try to grab Dabria and yank her back out of the creature's grasp. You got to beat a 13.
I was more hoping along the lines of kind of like pushing past Dabria and dragging this thing down the stairs in like a tackle move.
That's a little tough because Stella is behind him.
Fair. Yeah, so I think what Irid's going to do is I think Irid's going to try to pull her back.
Okay, make me a strength check. So you yank against it, and he's just got his claws into Dabria's back, and he's just holding her, and you're not able to rip her free. That's your action. What else would you like to do?
Action. I don't think I do. It's gonna stand.
You stand there?
Stand.
Okay. Reese.
Yes.
Yee.
I'm gonna move over here so I get a much better shot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot him.
Well then, shoot him.
Yeah.
Hey, that'll hit.
Get some.
Yeah.
Ooh, for 6 points of damage. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Anything else?
No.
Okie dokie. It's now his turn. He regains 10 hit points. Now he's faced with a bit of a dilemma. He's going to use the disengage action. And he's going to crawl up the walls. He's going to let Dabria go. And he's going to crawl up the walls and disappear into the hole there.
Okay.
God damn it.
Second verse, same as the first. Time to crawl through this hole again.
I'm leaning
Eldritch Blast
towards,
Grasp.
Fuck him.
I
Hey,
mean, even
look,
if he gets away.
Whatever you decide to do on your own time, I'm gonna kill him.
No, I mean, leave him to his whatever in the hell he was doing in here.
Hit me real hard.
Dabria, here go.
Can I see him?
You cannot.
I'm going to follow him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5 and then 10 to get up. And now you see him. As he's beginning to make his way out the door.
I'm going to use my channel divinity.
Okay. Was ist das?
Come on. It's being disagreeable.
Of course.
There we go. So.
Oh, yikes. Okay. Yeah. He's got that. As long as it's not like a magical attack, that'll be fine. This should be that one. Or no, there's a better one. There's like a broken shield. There it is. That's it. Okay. So you do your channel divinity at him, and he's kind of screams back at you, so hungry.
I'm gonna step over here so I'm not in the way of everybody coming out of the... because they're gonna.
Okay. Stella, your go.
Alright. Fuck me. I will go ahead and travel up the stairs again, edge my way around Irid, spitting the whole time and angry, and I will heave myself out of the hole into the next room above me.
Okay, you can get to him.
Alright.
You got 2 more spaces of movement.
Okay. 1, 2.
Okay.
And then I will fuck him up.
Alright.
Do it.
Alright, here we go.
Do it.
Ah, shit, fire.
Oh, hell. Yep. So you swing, and he manages to sidestep the blow. All right, Irid, you're up.
I'm gonna climb back up out of the hole.
Okay, so that's 5 feet.
Oh, how... Irid's gonna run up here.
Okay.
As a bonus action, he's gonna cast Branding Smite.
Fuck.
His sword's gonna glow red as he brings it down on this creature.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, please.
Come on.
Right.
No!
If only flanking was a thing.
Unfortunately, 13 is
You're
going
basically touching. No, I'm kidding.
to miss. Unfortunately, 13 will miss.
That being said, Branding Smite is still active, so that's...
It's still active, and it's still cursed, right? The end of until the end of Dabria's next turn. So if Reese can get up there,
I don't have my Hexmark curse on it.
you do not. No.
I don't. What do you mean by it's still cursed?
My curse.
No. Dabria's curse.
Oh, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not a curse. It's a very nice blessing.
They're nice.
Very
It's-
nice.
Even though
Curse.
it says curse like 3 times.
No! It's like a bow on their head.
Sorry,
It's a
we have
little-
2 different curses. I was.
He's also hunter's marked, if you want to consider that a curse.
No, that's not. It's very clearly not a curse.
Clearly.
It's just a marker.
Because
light.
it doesn't say curse 3 times.
Well, whoa, I just did a whole lot of moving there. Okay. 10, 20. I'm gonna hop over this thing
Okay, so that's
and get up here. I think that I counted that right. I started here.
All right, I give it to you.
Oh no, I don't want to go up.
Oh, all right.
I want to stay hidden. I just want to know if I can have a line of sight on him.
So I will say that
On the
he's
boy.
gonna have 3/4 cover again.
That's fine. The last time that happened, didn't I get a crit on that one?
I believe so.
Well, let's see.
And you are invisible to him, correct? So I'm pretty sure that means you have advantage.
Ha!
Because I'm pretty sure invisible creatures have advantage against things that can't see them. Well, no, any creature that can't see, whatever. 18's a hit. Go ahead, roll damage. So that's going to be 10 doubled because of vulnerability to 20, but halved. Now here's a question. So he has resistance to non-magical attacks. This
But
thing
then-
gives him vulnerability. Does that negate resistance?
Well, okay, so the vulnerability doubles the damage, right? So that's technically 20 damage, but then his resistance would reduce it back down to 10?
Right, but wouldn't a creature either be vulnerable or resistant to damage? Like he can't be both resistant and vulnerable to it.
That's true. So I guess it's...
I think it would just cancel out.
I think it would just... I guess it would just cancel out, because that's how they do advantage as well. So he just takes 10 damage. Even still, that's huge. That's probably like one of the biggest attacks he's taken so far.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow, hurt.
My crit did a little bit more, but that's okay.
It's a little more, but that's okay. And then, anything else?
No.
Wait, he's got +5 to his AC. That misses.
No. Even the 18?
Even the 18, he's got 15 AC.
All right. Well, somebody actually hit this kid.
I'm actively trying.
I think we're all actively trying.
It's now his turn. He regains 10 hit points.
Mother bitch.
I'm just saying. And he's gonna make a swing on Stella.
Okay. Oh God. Yeah.
Does 24 hit? Alright, in lieu of doing damage, he's gonna grapple so that way he has advantage on this next attack.
Oh.
17.
Yeah.
So you take 12 points of damage, 8 of which, and your maximum hit points are lowered by 8.
Got it. So that stacks with the other.
Yes.
Still raging. You're still raging.
You're still raging, so it's
Oh,
2.
right.
So it's 10 damage instead of 12.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Good call. Dabria, your go. Your curse ends at the end of this turn.
Uh-huh. Okay. Right, because I'm a cleric and I have no attack spells. I'm gonna use Guiding Bolt.
Good call.
Yes.
Maybe.
No!
Son of a...
14 will miss, unfortunately. And unless you have a bonus action to do damage to him, your curse goes.
Hang on. Nope. That's not... Nope. Nope, I have no bonus action.
Kerplowsers. Stella, your go. You're currently grappled by the creature.
Yay.
All right. I will look down at this wretched thing, and I'll say, is it blood you want?
Food, please.
If I give you
Stella, no. Nope.
I seem to remember a parable about feeding animals from the car.
They have cars where I come from and animals.
Hey, we encountered some...
Reese very rarely raises her voice, but she looks at Stella and she goes, "Don't you fucking dare!"
well, I mean,
Punch
Hit
him!
I'll try.
Literally, one of Reese's things is that she is always calm, and she never raises her voice,
Stella will say,
undead.
except for this.
She says, I'm sorry, but you can't, we can't let you live.
Yeah, 22 will hit. Roll damage. He takes 4. Whistling down. Anything else?
That'll be it.
Alright, Irid, you're up.
Alright. Time to hit him with the big metal stick.
With the big metal stick.
Nope.
I suppose not. Anything else? You're out of spells.
Starting next level, though, I do get a second attack.
Reese.
I'm gonna hit him again, or try to.
Okay, he's got +5 to AC unless you jump up.
Is there room for me to jump up?
There is, yeah.
Can I still use my arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'll do.
Look at that.
Oh, but before he couldn't see me. Oh, that was cooler.
Shoot,
I'll
He
shoot
gets
him.
+5. You need to do damage to him really bad or else get all his hit points back.
Doesn't matter, he didn't hit him anyway! I should have stayed invisible!
Bullshit.
You, Chris!
I'm trying to help!
You're laughing at me!
I'm not just laughing at the situation.
Can't even beat up one dude.
one apparently incredible asshole. I don't know.
Do you stay up there, Reese, or you jump back down?
No, I'll stay.
Okay.
I'll look like a bigger butthole if I come up here, don't hit him, and then go back down.
Sorry. Okay. It's now his turn. He regains 10 hit points. And he's going to step here.
He's still got me grappled.
He lets go of you.
All right.
'Cause he's trying to hit all of you at least
Oh,
once.
now he sees me, fucker.
He's gonna swing on you.
Should have jumped back down!
Oh, that's a natural one. That's not gonna hit.
No.
But he's gonna try to bite as well. Only one of us can be a bite. Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Wow, the first time he's missed.
Shit. You see, he freaks out for a second. And then vulnerability, so he says how late it was. Okay, cool. So the way we did it was right then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And then he's just going to provoking opportunity attack from literally everyone.
I'm gonna use inflict wounds.
3, 4, 6. Can you cast a spell as a reaction?
I have Warcaster.
Well,
Nice.
16 will hit.
There it is. There it is.
God damn it!
Fuck on that on that crit on inflict wounds. Holy shit. Okay. So just for the purpose of Reese, go ahead and roll your damage.
I did.
Okay. So 10 points of damage, half to 5.
I just want to hit him with my glowing katana.
You like at some point you have to. Okay. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. Okay.
Holy
looking
fucking shit.
What am I looking at?
You're looking at 39 plus 12. You're looking at.
I'm sure he only takes half of that though.
No.
No, it's magical damage.
No, but
39
it's
plus
necrotic. He's
No.
not resistant to necrotic.
He's not necrotic resistant.
Sweet.
That's because undead in 5th edition are weird.
Okay, well, you
Well-
clearly need to crit on
So,
this.
50. It's 51 damage.
51 damage. Hey.
Big.
Plus 5. Plus 5 for me.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, hell yeah!
Good God.
He runs up and swings at Reese twice and just says, "Please!" And he snaps his jaws at her, and then when he realizes like he's surrounded, he turns and tries to run. And as he does, Abria.
I'm just gonna reach my hand out and grab his arm, and you'll just see the kind of where my hand is from growing out from there. Just this black spreads out across him, and then he just dissolves into ash.
Like, oh, he gets dusted like at the end of Avengers.
Oh, yes.
I was going for Buffy, but thanks.
Oh.
Oh, that's good too. You grab him and he like begins to turn, and Reese, you use your hand axe and just sink it in the top of his head and hold him in place. As Dabria, you reach out and grab him, and you watch as he screams one last time as his body just flecks to ash as he falls into a pile on the floor.
He turns
His
into
spine is
ash.
gonna hit something eventually.
He falls down. If you were trying to like talk to him or something like that, he's like partial ash.
No, I just wanted a finger.
Oh, I'd say there's a finger. Well, high or low?
Hi.
Nope. Finger's turn to
finger?
ash.
What
No
about
finger.
a toe?
All right.
An ear?
No.
A nose?
A tooth.
A tooth?
An eyelash.
There is nothing left.
Oh.
I
Eyeball.
take a pile of ash.
The power of the nondescript god that Dabria worships
Oh.
has reduced this creature to ash. You didn't even learn its name.
Yeah.
I have an
Not
empty
at
water
all.
skin. I'm gonna put some of his ash into it.
Okay.
Why?
You'd be surprised how much I get paid for killing undead things.
But now you can't put water in.
I don't really need.
But you do have something to put water in, yes?
Yeah, it's called my mouth.
Well, I mean, you need to carry some with you.
Do you have a bag that I can put this ash in?
No.
Then
I got it.
Stop.
So what was this?
Guys, I'm a dingus.
What?
Oh no.
He is resistant to necrotic damage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's too late.
It's too late now. I'm not gonna...
Oh my goodness.
And then the ashes recast.
Yeah, just come back up.
Hey, you can take a
His
finger
hand
though.
is in my water skin. At least I got my finger.
Oh, damn it.
Of course he's resistant. He is like a boss monster or something.
That being said, other undead aren't.
Yeah, it's really weird. That's why I was
Yeah,
kind of
I
like,
really
oh,
only thought that like vampires.
I made a mistake, and it won't happen again. It won't happen again.
Yeah, well, the
Uh,
odds that I'm gonna have a 51-point attack again aren't
Yeah.
very good.
You guys are beat the fuck up
Yeah.
from this
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
except for Reese. Reese did not take any.
Oh, here's a.
Technically,
Uh,
you guys need to rest.
What was that?
Do I know what that was?
Annoying.
With your natural 20 earlier, yeah, that's a vamp, baby.
I believe they call them vampire spawn. They can be pretty nasty, especially if you get a few of them.
Well, it seems like one with considerable problem that are not fighting for a while.
Do I know if they'll be okay in the morning?
If all of them make a make a religion check at advantage because you're a chosen foe.
Blah!
You have no clue.
Yeah, you're all dead. You're all dead tomorrow. Bye.
You think Arid's fucking done for.
But I would know, wouldn't I?
You guys.
You can roll. I mean, you can roll as well. No, you would know because you've been bit before.
Because I literally had that.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes away after a long rest. You just gotta take a nap. Just take one of those good like midday naps.
There's plenty of beds in here.
There's also the Burgermaster's mansion.
Yeah, but I didn't know if they would want to make it all the way down the street. Also, I'm just gonna start rummaging through. There's got to be notes or something somewhere about fucking vampires.
Okay, make an investigation check. Are you guys resting in here?
No.
No.
That's a no.
All my good rolls are gone.
Yep, they're all gone
Yeah.
now. You quickly look through. You kind of flip some stuff over. You don't find anything. The priest is still hanging from the raft.
Yeah.
Did you guys know cellar? There was nothing in that cellar.
Well, there was him. He was in that cellar.
Exactly.
There's.
What kind of fucking church locks a vampire spawn in their cellar?
Well, consider how much trouble we had with him. I'd imagine that somebody less equipped to deal with that situation, their best option would be just locking something in the cell.
I mean, there was literally a tapestry. When you picked it up.
Awful.
I might have.
Didn't you poke at it?
Oh,
No.
no, it was
Stella
me.
did.
I touched the tapestry, but do you
This
think...
is what he looked.
Oh. You poor bastard.
Poor little guy.
Yeah.
And now he looks like something from Infinity.
Yeah, and now it looks like Spider-Man. Spoilers.
I don't feel.
I feel so good, Mrs. Dark.
That's great. Anyway, I touched the tapestry. I couldn't see anything about it. I don't know if it had anything to do with that creature. I must apologize for my actions before. It said it was hungry, so I figured if we gave it what it wanted, that it would submit.
Well, I involuntarily gave it what it wanted, and that sucked. I need some apple juice and peanut butter crackers.
Yes, I'm feeling very, very weak as well. I don't care.
Sorry, cider
I don't care much about the corpse up there. I'd rather just we should just make our way for Ismark's mansion. I think. Yeah. And she kind of ambles outside the door.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. You guys begin. Let me move the map. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You guys begin making your way back down through the main part of the town, and then finally down here, this direction toward the Kolyanovich estate, the Burgomaster mansion. And you see again that kind of dilapidated building. Some of the windows are boarded over. The roof is sagging. It does not look very good as you guys walk up. There isn't really a map for it, so you guys just kind of walk up to the place. Let me find it. Squats behind a rusted iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless. Each choke on the grounds and press with menace upon the house. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down. Scratch that. Yeah, you can see there's some damage done to the outside of the building, but a lot of vines and stuff begin creeping up along the outside. It's almost like this house is taken. And as you guys step inside, you see the old man and Ismark sitting on like a stool in the center of a bare floor. It's just like this empty room. There's a hearth, but it looks like there hasn't been a fire in the hearth for a long while. And he's sitting there, and he's got like a little bowl of soup. And he looks up. He looks up at all of you as you enter. You all find what you're looking for?
Not exactly.
Yeah, that's how things go. There's soup in the kitchen if you guys want anything.
Would you know why the priest or anybody that was in charge there would keep a vampire spawn in the basement?
Well, I don't know about all that, but way back when the priest had his son, and then the son disappeared. That's how things happen around here.
It happens often.
Everyone.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Who did you lose?
My dad. He owned this place. I guess I own it now.
By yourself?
Well, I have a sister.
Oh?
We had a bit of a falling out.
Did you leave her someplace safe?
There's a town called Krezk. She's living there. I don't know. She's in charge of the place now. I came out here hoping that people like you would come back through. But years went by, and decades. No one came. And now here you are.
Well, we appreciate the hospitality.
That's the least I can do.
My companions here got a bit dinged up. May they rest?
That happens too. Yeah. There's space on the floor if you've got bedrolls.
If everybody else is gonna rest, I would like to do something.
What would you like to do?
I would like to try to use this and find some lowlives.
I feel like low.
I don't know.
Later.
Okay. You guys. So you're doing this while everyone else is resting.
Yeah.
Okay. You head out into the city. Ismark offers to join you if you want him.
No, I'm fine.
All right. You head out. You legitimately don't see anyone in the streets. You walk around, you're like looking for somebody to ask, but you don't see anyone. The only sign of life, one of the only signs of life that you see, is the tavern.
Is the mercantile's closed? You said, right?
It looks dilapidated. There's not even any lights on inside.
Can I get into the building?
Yeah, you step up. It seems like one of the hinges is broken on the door. You kind of push it open and it just kind of flops to one side. And you see a very large old man sitting behind the front counter. The shop itself is like completely bare. All the shelves are empty, and you see him just kind of sitting there, and he's just asleep behind the counter.
Is it dark?
It's fairly dark.
Cool. I want to take a look around.
All right.
Quietly.
All right. Make an investigation check, or make a stealth check first.
Okay. Oh, do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
You're technically invisible, yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Let me find his sheet real quick.
Unless his passive is like 7, because then I don't care.
It's a little better than that, but yeah, you roll with advantage because you're invisible. So you sneak around a little bit. Yeah, you've kind of got. Yeah, with a 25, you managed to sneak around quite well. What would you like to do?
I want to try to find like his desk area.
Okay.
Where he would keep any logs or notes or books or anything like that.
Okay. You kind of walk back. There's a main floor of the shop, and you kind of walk around, and you see there's next to nothing on the shelves. Like there's maybe like a candle for sale for like an exorbitant fee, like a crazy amount. And you kind of walk around, and you eventually find like a staircase. And you walk up and open one of the doors, and you see laying on one of the beds inside. It's kind of like a larger bed, like a queen-size bed. And you see laying there with its arms folded, a emaciated corpse, like completely shriveled up, like it's been here for a very, very long time. And as a matter of fact, as you're kind of standing there, it stinks.
Right.
You do see a rolled up piece of paper on the nightstand next to the bed in that room.
Yeah, I go for that.
Okay. You step in and kind of unfurl it. And you see a very, very crudely written message. And it's actually like kind of hard to draw. It looks like it was been written by a child. And it says, Uncle Bill Drath, I'm sorry. That's all it says on there.
Alright, I roll it back up and set it back down.
Okay.
Is there anything else in this room? Like I said, books or paperwork or logs or anything like that?
You see old moth-eaten clothes, most of which are almost completely useless. You find another room across the hall that has very simple clothes, very similar to the one that the guy downstairs was wearing, and a very small bed. It's almost just like a rack and a mattress stuffed with straw. That's it as far as rooms go, really. You then kind of make your way back down, and he's still fucking racked out. He's still asleep. And you see there's a door leading to the back of the shop.
Oh yeah, I'll do that, but before I open it, I want to check to make sure it's not trapped.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Balls.
You're pretty confident it's not.
And then I open it.
Alright, it opens up. You step inside and you kind of look around. And you see what looks like a bare kitchen. Like, a lot of the stuff in here is like completely like covered in dust. You see like there's a small barrel sitting on the counter, and you also see a pot on the stove with like this with like this film on top of it. It looks like very old stew, and poking out of it is a ladle, next to which is a bowl which has a couple spots of mold on it.
Weird. So I can do a survival check to track my favored enemies. Can I do that to see if this guy's undead?
Yeah, just make an insight check.
Oh.
You kind of look him over for a second. You know how undead move and how they act. And you know they don't sleep. And you're kind of staring at him and he just goes... He's just snoring.
Weird. All right, I leave. I put the door back. And
Okay.
I'll go back. I'll go back to the mansion.
Okay. You go back to the mansion. Your friends are asleep. Are you hanging out for the whole time?
No, I should probably get some rest as well. I just wanted to use some of my time since I had full hit points yet.
Okay. Okay, so you guys take a long rest. You guys wake up. All of the hit points that you lost are restored. And you guys are back at full health. Ismark, after the 8 hours, he kind of wakes up as well and walks down. He's kind of old and he stretches as he stands there and he says, "You all rested up?"
Yes, we have rested well, thank you.
Least I can do. Listen, if you want to get at Strahd, you're gonna need a few things. There's only one way to find out where those things are. You gotta talk to the Vistani. He kind of motions out towards the street. He's like, there are some in the bar, and there might be an encampment up the road, but I don't know for certain.
Yesterday, you didn't seem too keen on us talking to the ones in the bar.
The Vistani have a track record, but if you want to get at Strahd, they're necessary. You're gonna have to deal with them.
What do they have? What type of weapons and armory?
Whatever you have. Swords, daggers, that sort of stuff.
Oh, but
some of them are nothing more than common bandits, but some of them are smart. Like Esmeralda. She's one of the strongest of them. And she's a full-on lackey for Strahd. It's hard to tell who works for Strahd and who's working against him, but a general rule of thumb is if they're Vistani, they're likely on his side.
I look over at Dabria. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Still want to go to dinner?
At this point, the charm is worn off.
Yeah.
You do not feel the same compulsion you did before.
I worry that we might be dinner.
Well, as long as you don't want to go anymore, I'm fine with that. I don't think we're strong enough to take this creature on our own. We barely survived yesterday against a spawnling.
Yeah.
Whatever advice the Vistani may have, however malicious that their intention may be towards us, I think it's our best lead at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason they would aid someone in fighting someone that they are allied to. If
Well, he said, and correct me if I'm wrong, Deborah, but he said it was a game, right?
Yeah.
He made it sound like he wanted it to be fair. Perhaps he's instructed these people to aid those who try to go against him for his own sick amusement.
Well,
Well, the thing is, some of the Vistani believe that they can redeem Strahd, and maybe I would have believed the same thing, but as time has gone on, there's no point. He has to be killed.
right. Is there,
And he kind of just sits back. He sits back down in his chair.
well, it is a game, and he's got the cards now because he has brought us here. We need to have something he wants.
I think, and I stand by my statement yesterday, the more information we have, the better.
Right.
Irid, what do you think?
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, it seems like there's no obvious choice. There's no good path forward. My instincts are really, kind of leading me towards this whole asking the Vistani thing. Maybe the ones in the bar, maybe the encampment. I feel like we should talk to both or maybe we should talk to the ones in the bar without really revealing our intentions, get a sense of how they're feeling, how they are, what their relationship to Strahd is, before maybe we go talk to the one encampment. I feel like we should approach this tentatively, but I feel like the Vistani are kind of our best option. They're essentially our only option.
It's a
All
start.
right.
All right.
Who should speak to who, and which ones first? The ones in the bar or the ones outside of the gates?
Now, well, no, there is a camp just outside the gates. That is correct.
Yeah, there's one. There's one down the road, but I mean, you're 200 feet from the bar here.
Ismark, is it your intention to come with us?
It didn't help last time.
Well, it certainly didn't hurt. If you choose to stay, that's fine. I know it's your desire to go to the castle, but being ill-prepared in doing so would be foolhardy. Perhaps we can prepare ourselves and retrieve you when the time comes.
He kind of looks up at you. Just says, "I'll be here in case any more of you come through. Till then, just leave me be."
Enough. Shall we depart then?
Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, let's head to the tavern.
I've got a floor here if you all need a place to rest, but I'm old. I'm not doing much fighting anymore.
I would argue that, despite your age, you're still a very adept fighter. Though, that's just my perspective.
Well, that's nice of you to say.
Ismark, do you have anything from your times, from the years you did fight, that would aid us at all? That you're willing to part with? You'd get them back.
You know what? I might. Do any of you wear armor?
I do.
Let me see what
Me as well.
Let me see what I got. If I got anything good, I could give you some my old armor. Can any of you wear splint?
What is that?
Yeah, I can wear up to.
I think it's heavy armor.
I can wear medium.
Yeah, I can wear medium, but no. No heavy.
Barbarians don't wear.
Yeah, Splint's heavy armor.
No, they don't.
Nope.
They just
Thank you for
They
the
don't,
offer, but
Could they?
they're
Would
not.
your AC be any better with?
It would be, but then she couldn't rage.
Yeah, I couldn't range with it.
Really?
Yeah. It's like,
That's shitty.
yeah.
Well, good luck to you. Hopefully, it doesn't take you 30 to 40 years to kill Strahd.
oh,
And with that, he kind of lets you guys.
You could wear armor if it wasn't heavy.
Yeah.
can we take a bio break?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I forgot that's a thing we do.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah. Go ahead, take 5 real quick.
Okay.
Grab a juice box.
All right.
Use the potty.
Sorry, I just really have to. After.
No worries. Be back in like 5 minutes.
All right.
Have any of you guys read a comic called Kill 6 Billion Demons?
I have not heard of that one.
It's very good. It's a webcomic.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Kill 6 billion. What?
called Kill 6 Billion Demons.
Oh, wow.
It's got some crazy art.
Yeah.
I'm just dreaming of level 5, you guys.
Same, because that's what I get my extra attack, and there's something else that I'm looking forward to.
I mean, half casters need that, those second level spells, you guys.
I just want that extra spell slot. Three spell slot.
That doesn't come till level 11.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
So, good luck with that.
Forgot warlocks don't get.
They don't get nothing.
You don't get jack.
There was something I was looking forward to at 5th level aside from my second attack, though. I forget what it was.
3rd level spell slots, I believe.
No, it was something else. I think. Oh, it's the light or whatever invocation.
You get another invocation, yeah.
See if I.
I'm still laughing at that. The etching joke.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm watching the thing from the Big Lebowski now. It's so funny. It's just so weird.
I want mine. Yeah, all right, man.
No
I mean,
problemo,
there are,
man. Are we all back?
facets to this. Like
Oh, that's what it was. The maddening hex. That's what I was.
I'm currently eating a Klondike bar, so give me.
Oh my goodness.
What'd you do for it?
Killed a man.
Oh.
Weak. Some weak sauce.
Sounds checks out. That's what.
What is Stella's AC?
Stella is at 14. She has 10 plus her con plus her dexterity modifiers. So let's see. Constitution, she has a 3, and dexterity is 1, so that's a 14 total.
Concentration spells are the worst. I was gonna take bark skin for you,
Ah.
but then if I did that, I couldn't use.
Yeah, because you get hit so many times.
No, Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, I could wield a shield, but I have a two-handed weapon, so.
Get a buck.
Plus, I actually don't think it would change, because I think bark skin just changes your...
It would be the target's AC is 16 no matter what armor they're wearing.
Ah, I see.
Stone skin is the one that gives you resistance.
I see.
I forgot that mage armor doesn't stack with regular armor in 5th
Nope.
edition.
It sure don't.
Which is good for regular warlock, but not good for the
Not good for you.
not good for the Pact of the Blade War.
Okay, I'm sorry. This Klondike bar's taking forever to eat because it's so cold.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys are making your way towards where?
The bar, I believe, is where we.
The bar? You go to the bar? You go to the bar? Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, actually.
Okay, so you guys make your way out into the streets, or a light drizzle has begun to fall, and make your way up to the bar. The Blood on the Vine. A single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
I'll go in first.
Alright. You step into a bustling tavern. Just kidding. There are 3 old women sitting around a table, kind of quietly talking to each other and occasionally laughing. And then you see the bartender with a rag just cleaning out a glass. And he just finishes one and then puts it down. And then gets another one.
I'll walk in behind Reese. So the three women, are they here?
Yes, they are inside of the side of the place. There's no map for it. You guys can just
Okay.
say you're inside.
All right.
Irid will also.
Say again.
Irid will also walk.
Okay. As they see a couple of people kind of stepping into the doorway here, the 3 of them just kind of look up at all of you and kind of cock their heads quizzically. Oh fuck!
Ooh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'm alright. Oh jeez. It's all right.
Was it
No,
the
it's cool.
Klondike bar?
It's the Klondike bar. It's everywhere.
Oh no, Klondike bar.
Oh no, the chocolate's in my groin.
Yes.
You guys, the bartender continues cleaning the glasses.
I will whisper loudly at Reese and say, "What should we do?"
Ladies. And I walk over to the women.
One of them, there are 3 women there. One of them seems to be dressed in like a moth-eaten red dress. And she's got like makeup caked on her face. There's another one who is, shit. There's another one who is she's a little bigger than the other 2. She's just a little more broad. And then finally there's one who's just kind of relaxing, and she's actually got like a hookah next to her that she's puffing on as she's sitting there. And you take a seat next to her. And the one in the dress says, "Hello, darling. Welcome to the Blood on the Vine Tavern. How can I help you?"
Well, we were told by a local that you may have some information about your great overlord.
Who, us personally? I cannot say that is the truth.
Do I
I
believe
can
it?
say.
Is that the truth? You tell. I'll be the judge of that. I'm not gonna do an insight check. I just want to use my passive, which would be 15.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she's not really lying.
She said 4 words.
She's not really lying, but you just kind of lean forward a little bit. And she says, "If you really want information, you should talk to Madam Ava."
And who is this? Where may I find this Madam Ava?
Well, she lives in the encampment down by the Sir Pool. She's the one you want to talk to about Strahd. She can point you in the right direction.
I've heard there's a bit of mixed feelings about him in this area. May I ask what you ladies feel about him?
They kind of look to each other for a second, and they say something in a language you don't understand. And they look back, and they say, the one that's smoking on the hookah. She just says, "He is the Devil Strahd."
Devil's an interesting word that you use.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a particular reason for it?
You see the clouds outside?
Yes.
They are because of him. He denies the Morning Lord. And we all suffer for it.
I want to insight check that.
Okay, make an insight check.
Okay.
With a 16, she's being a little coy.
Alright. Well, for those so devout as yourselves to the Morning Lord, it didn't look like you cared
praise
much
the Morning Lord.
Didn't look like you cared much for the church. In fact, the Devil Strahd that you have so much hatred for, it seems a devil spawn was actually in that basement of his, of the Morning Lord's, but yet you care not.
His darkness spreads to every corner.
Right.
Do you really expect us to snuff out the evil wherever it may lie?
I would expect you to want to try if you really cared. I don't think you care.
Is this going anywhere?
I think it is, but I may be wrong. Thank you for your time.
If you want information, talk to Madam Ava. She will show you the way.
Mm-hmm. I walk back.
Do you want something to drink?
I walk over to the group and I just keep ignoring them.
That was very, very forward and very aggressive. Took a very aggressive stand.
Maybe we should have this conversation outside, Mr. calling me forward.
I mean, let's be honest here. You were very aggressive. I feel like they know that, and we know that.
We could read that, yes.
It worked.
That's fair, I suppose. I apologize for my friend here. She's a bit of a sour.
No,
okay.
Don't apologize for me. I wanted to act like that.
No apologies necessary. You can buy a drink, though.
We'll do that, though, because I'm thirsty.
You will find our prices very affordable.
Irid, I really wouldn't.
Wouldn't what? Like buy a drink here?
Absolutely not. And I walk outside.
Let's go and buy a drink here.
Hello. My
Hello.
name is Stella Antonathala. And, do you have any bread? I would really like a sandwich right now. We were told to speak to you.
Have you ever had wine?
I have on occasion.
Well, wine is like a sandwich you put in a glass. So how about you give me a silver piece, and I will get you a glass of wine.
An entire silver piece for a glass of wine. I think I will decline your offer.
You guys have any, like, casks or kegs?
You can get a pitcher. That's a gold, though.
Oh, I'll take a picture. I get the feeling my companions won't want to wait around while I take them.
Oh, it's not good. It's not to go, honey. You sit here and you drink it here. We don't have much silverware to go around.
Oh no, I understand. And he pulls out one of his 4 empty water skins.
Okay, that's gonna be a gold for that wine. And it is. Do you pay?
He pays.
Okay, it is swill. It is bad. It is like it's almost chunky. It's not good at all.
Chunky wine.
That would tell
Yeah.
me that it's fresh wine.
This is-
freshly squeezed.
It's fresh in the wrong direction. It is.
It's vinegar.
Why
It
is-
is.
Are you
I know there's a lot of debate between crunchy and smooth wine.
Yeah, it's crunchy wine. This is bone-in wine.
Can I get my wine both?
Boneless wine. You didn't ask for the boneless wine.
Oh well, there we go. That's my mistake.
There's the issue. No, this is all they got. This is all we have.
Oh, we were
Oh,
told
that's-
that there is a shortage of wine. Actually.
You hear correctly.
Ah.
We have not gotten a shipment in decades.
So, what is this to do? Is it to do with druids of some kind? We heard some news about druids. We're in a winery, I believe.
Yes, the druids of Yesterhill.
Right.
They ripped a tree from the ground and forced it to their whims, and it walked forward into the vineyards and destroyed the vineyard.
Oh.
Very sad.
So, even if we were, or someone rather, was able to eliminate these druids, the vineyard would take years to regrow.
Well, I see you have an axe there. Axes are good for taking down trees.
This is true, they are. Perhaps well,
What about you? And she points to Irid. What do you have?
As far as
Weaponry, equipment.
I've got 50 foot of rope. I've got this crunchy wine. Let's see. There's some nice clothes in my backpack. Those are. Irid has opened up his backpack. I got this cool bullhorn. It's from a village in my homeland. That's neat. Sometimes people find that interesting. Sometimes.
As you like keep going on, one of them looks to the other and says something in another language. And
Oh,
looks
nice.
back at you. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy your wine, and if you could you please leave us to our conversation?
Well, I wasn't done speaking to you about the winery. You
Oh
see,
well, I was done speaking to you.
but
Irid's out.
well, very well then. Well, have a lovely day, and thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Thank you for your patronage.
Very good.
And with that, you guys walk out.
Yes.
All right, Dabria, did you go in at all?
I did, and then I went out when Reese did.
Okay. So you just walk in, saw what happened, and we're just like, okay, never mind.
Well,
Yep.
they weren't very helpful.
Why do you think I was forward and grumpy?
Well, you're
Maybe that's
often
why they
forward
weren't
and grumpy.
helpful.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
I sometimes I'm not certain why you do many things, but I Yes, I was thinking perhaps if we were able to aid them with their winery, that we could get some help on as in exchange. But right, so we're back where we started. Right.
Well, we do know
No, we
something.
can go to the encampment. I believe Madame Ava is there. They instructed us to go there, but I don't really care for them.
Madam Ava. We should have asked them about the Madam Ava. Right.
Yeah, we could have.
You could go back in.
No.
No,
I feel like you. I feel like we've left a bad impression.
yeah.
I know not to stick around.
It's our only lead.
Well, then we should prepare ourselves to leave the town.
All right. So are you guys headed out then?
Yeah. We don't have
All
any,
right.
we don't have any money for anything.
Well, I have money.
I have money.
Oh, okay.
I have money.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any more.
That makes one of us. Hang on, I'm pretty sure I don't have.
I spent all of my paycheck on a horse and cart, but I do still have 25 gold.
Oh, I mean, we don't have enough for perhaps another, like a healing potion or something like that.
Why didn't we check on the horse?
It's still there. The horse is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything. It's all good.
It's because Darby will never die.
I checked out the store last night while you rested, and there's literally nothing in there except a candle that costs 50 plat.
What does it do?
It lights up when you set it on fire.
It's
It's a candle. For
Okay.
50 platinum.
okay.
Seems like this place is dire straight. Like maybe this
yeah.
Devil Strahd needs to work on his tourism.
All right. Shall we go to this Madame Ava?
I understand you want that.
I don't know if you really have to work on your tourism if you can just bring people to a.
And leave and get him stuck here?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Should we take the horse?
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing I don't really understand. It seems like this land is suffering a great deal. You know, like this guy is the lord of this place. You'd think he'd want to see the land flourish at least a little bit. Otherwise, he's gonna end up ruling
A bunch of undead people and vampire spawn.
a kingdom of corpses. You know.
He's undead. I don't think he really sees a difference. A living corpse is just a little bit warmer than a dead one.
I guess, but you know, can't have stimulating conversation with a skeleton.
I think that's why the fog is here. He said it was a game, remember?
It's fair.
Are you guys talking as you're walking?
Talking and walking.
Riding the cart.
Oh,
do you have the necessary feet for that? For walking and talking simultaneously?
Well, not the cart's doing the walking.
True. Okay. That's a known exploit. I wish they would nerf that. You guys come to a bridge that goes over a river here, and this river flows as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley. And eventually you guys kind of come across to the other side, and come across the southern edge of this patch of trees here, and then come to an old wooden gallows creaks in the chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Sirpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Oh, did we figure out where Madame Ava was? Did they tell us?
Yes,
Yeah.
the encampment by the serpent.
Ah. Let me go there.
All right, so you guys start heading that way towards the Sir Pool.
Yee.
Yee. Okay, easy enough. Rubble, 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 rubble. The road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. And you guys come to Sir Pool encampment.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no! Wow, you're like, oh
I'm
my
I'm the
goodness.
worst.
What are you like in real life?
I'm always the
Do you
worst.
give people nightmares every time, you speak to them? You remind them every time about everything they've done wrong in their lives?
Stop it, please.
when they walk up, you say, "Hey, do you remember that time when you lost that job, or you didn't tip well enough that time? Do you remember that time?" Fantastic.
You guys come to the encampment. You see an old, wizened-looking man. He's the main one singing amongst the these brightly clad people.
Okay.
And as they're kind of dancing around, no one's really paying you any mind.
Okay. I think I'd walk up, over the big fella, the person singing, and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Ah, welcome. How can I help you?
Hello, I am Stella Adunatala, also known as Lowlander. We're here to convene with one Miss Madam Ava.
Oh, as you say that, everyone goes, "Oh, Madam Ava, she knows all."
Does
And they gesture towards this tent. She is there. Bring your friends.
Yes, we shall. He says this way.
The older wise man kind of stops singing and he stands there and just holds his head back as you walk by and kind of looks down at you as you go by. He's relatively short. He's probably only a little bit taller than like a halfling or a gnome, but he still kind of looks out at you.
I say, "Good day."
As he puffs on a pipe.
You have He was the one singing?
He was the one singing, but he has since stopped.
Oh, okay, I'll say, "You have a delightful voice."
That is nice of you to say.
I did enjoy your performance.
And with that, they kind of part the seas for you guys to walk over to Madame Ava's tent.
All right.
Some of them kind of shoot you guys some glances and look you up and down as you're moving through. But eventually you come to the tent itself. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into the depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. "At last you have arrived!" And cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. So this is the tent over here, if you guys want to go over here. And she kind of looks up. She kind of looks up at all of you. As we go to... So, what brings you to Barovia?
There was some mist, and the mist is apparently being problematic to the woman who hired us, and truly we would like to get rid of it. The
mist is a byproduct of the curse that has been put upon the lord of these lands,
Ah.
the devil Strahd.
I knew it was a curse. What spell exactly is creating this effect?
I know not the exact spell, but I know how to get rid of it. Brave adventurers like yourself must journey across these lands and find the ancient artifacts. You must then confront Strahd with them. Allow me to show you. And with a flourish, it wasn't there before, but now you see a deck of cards on the table. And she looks down and she looks up. Would you like to know your fate?
Oh, is this computation or is this divination or is this some type of illusion magic, or is it
If this. Oh,
com-
sorry.
combination magic? I believe it's called.
She kind of leans forward. You talk far too much, Stella.
Oh, well, I like to try to learn things. I have a problem with learning. But yes, I would like to participate in your ritual.
Good. Irid, how are your
Yes.
wounds?
They sting a little, but I always am.
Reese, have you found the one you are looking for?
I think I might have.
Dabria. She kind of narrows her eyes as she looks at you. Interesting. Let us get on with the reading then, shall we? Okay, I'm just double checking something real quick. Ba-do-boo-boo, ba-do-boo-boo. She lays, you watch as she shuffles the cards real quick, and then lays them out. 5 cards in this pattern. She puts her hand on this card first, and she says, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you to better understand your enemy." And she flips it. Ah, the beggar. Let us see. A wounded elf has what you seek. He will part with the treasure to see his dark dreams fulfilled. She moves towards the second card, this one up top. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The bishop. What you seek lies in a pile of treasure, beyond a set of amber doors. She gestures towards this third card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. An evil tree grows atop of Hill of Graves, where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it. Look for the treasure there. She gestures towards the fourth card, which is on a different page. Wait. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. Jinkies. Oh. Ah, the worst of all truths. You must face the evil of this land alone. And finally, your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. There it is. I see a dark figure on a balcony, looking down upon this tortured land with a twisted smile. And with that, she kind of gathers all the cards up and sets them aside, and kind of shuffles the rest of the deck and sets it there. And then in a flourish, she watches all the cards vanish. And she looks up. Your path has been set. Your destiny written. Go now. Journey across Borovia and find the artifacts. And cleanse this land of its curse.
So an alpha treasure.
Say that one more time.
Oh, sorry. I was about to say just an elf with dark desires has the information. The holy symbol is on a pile of great treasure beyond amber doors.
Right.
The sword is on a hill covered by a great tree and graves.
And a giant tree.
And a giant. Well, that's why I said the giant tree and graves.
Yep.
We ain't getting help from nobody.
We ain't getting shit. And he's going to be up on the balcony, which I think is very thematic considering our counting with Bismarck.
He's playing Juliet.
Oh, Dabria, wherefore art thou, Dabria? With that, Madame Ava kind of shudders for a second, and she shuts her eyes, and she says, I am tired now. You must go.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Hey,
I'm just
gang.
gonna walk out.
A lot of this was nonsense, but
No, actually,
you guys
think we have
stand up. You stand up and you turn your back to her, and then suddenly all the candles inside of this tent go out, and you turn back and she's gone.
So, I know a lot of that sounded like nonsense, but I actually think we have a very promising here. Because if you remember, Bismarck talked about how the druids came down from some sort of hill to attack the winery. I think that'd be a good place to start. It sounds like it could be where this sword they're talking about is hidden.
Oh, it's all riddles and wordplay then. There's no logic here. There's no...
We did call it Yester Hill, and that's the only hill named I've been heard.
Well, we don't know the whole land yet.
But we should keep an eye out. Something about ravens.
I'm not much use with puzzles. This is just a big puzzle.
Well, the most difficult puzzles are the most satisfying to solve.
Well, they did say something about a druid. The one card was a druid. I wonder if that has like you said with Yesterhill. Maybe we should head there.
That's what I was suggesting. Like, it seems like despite the abjectly, just cryptic nature of it all, is kind of overshadowed by the fact that it seems like we have a pretty clear goal. Like, I'm pretty sure if we asked around, somebody would be able to tell us where Yesterhill is.
I go up to one of these yokels.
One of these jabronis.
The jabronis.
Excuse me.
He takes a sip from a wineskin, and looks up at you, and then says something in a language you don't understand.
Excuse me. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
You go around and all of them are speaking a language that you don't understand.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
You eventually walk up to the wizened old man, and he kind of leans back for a second, and he simply says, "The journey is your own."
Yeah, but do you know where Yesterhill is?
I cannot think of a way to do Vistani in a way that's not super offensive, like the Vistani language.
That's fine.
So
we talk.
He
You're
just speaks the Vistani language, and you don't understand him.
Yeah, no, yes, Durham. Yes, Durham. Yes, Durham. No?
We're gonna have to ask someone else.
He just shakes his head.
Alright, well, I don't think it was behind us, because all that's behind us is Barovia Village and the gate. So maybe we should just move forward.
Follow
Hey,
the
Chris.
road.
They
Yeah.
seem to have really great signs.
I'm gonna PM you a question that
Okay.
I think will determine what happens next.
Okay. Is anybody else like a little worried?
No.
I feel like he's gonna ask me something really scary. I don't believe so. I don't. Oh.
This is cryptic. This is more cryptic than Madame Ava.
Does he-
Well, I didn't want to ask out loud just in case it was gonna be a solid no.
Oh.
Well, you don't know what it is yet. It's a very strange situation.
That's very fair. I was gonna ask if I could ask my patron for some guidance.
No, your patron knows less about this place than you do.
That's saying something.
That's saying something.
Then again, my patron is a soul.
Your patron is it's just a soul sword. The soul still burns. All right, so you guys kind of step out of the place here of Madame Ava's tent, and kind of stand there and realize everyone's kind of turned their back to you, and you look back down the road you just came, and you look forward to the other side up the river, and you have a moment to kind of think about where you're going to go. And while that's happening, we kind of pull back and we travel across the land to a frigid, frozen pass. There's a bridge here over a river, and the winds are biting and cold, and you watch as coming through the storm is this shrouded figure hobbling forward, and as they do, a dark shadow grows behind them. And that's where we're going to end it.
Oh my gosh. We made it another session.
Another session.
Oh my goodness.
It was close.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so
Yeah, it was kind of close.
Do I dare to hope? Do I dare to dream? The impossible dream
Do I dare-
of being alive.
Do I dare write a backstory?
I've
You
written
know,
one too late.
actually,
Yep,
you guys did a thing in Barovia, and you guys almost died a couple times, and you guys have like fully died already. Fuck it, you're level 5.
Yay!
I'll give it
Oh.
to you.
God, yay! I'm so
I was
Dab on 'em.
hoping!
Wow, you're the best DM. I take back
Yeah.
all the thoughts I thought about you the whole game. I take them
I was
back.
gonna keep you guys level 4 until you guys fought Strahd, so that's good. No, you guys have done you guys have done a fuck ton, and I'm just like slowly realizing that I haven't. I'm not so great at that. But
I see.
I apologize for that.
Aw.
But yeah, you guys are level 5 now.
What's the hit dice for a warlock again? D6.
D8.
It's D8.
D8.
It's date.
Nice. I get 5 hit points,
Yeah.
bringing my total up to 25.
Until you get hit by another vampire.
Oh, fuck those vampires! They're everywhere. You can't
Oh,
sneeze without sneezing on a vampire.
I'm coming with the heat next time.
Oh yeah, we got the.
You know the
heat
crazy
invincible.
thing is, people
I
who
got at
run-
least 2 attacks this time.
people who run into that counter are usually like level 1 because it's literally right in the beginning. Yeah, it's nuts.
See,
TBK
Curse of Strahd
Around
has a
every
real.
corner.
Yeah, the thing about Curse of Strahd is that it gives you so many plot hooks and so many encounters that your party could just straight up die to. Like, for example,
For example, the werewolf cave.
No. Chris, is it alright if I talk about Death House?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do Death House.
right, so the way Death House works,
unless nobody else wants to hear it.
can I talk about Death House? Does
Yeah,
anybody
I don't
mind?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Keely, fine.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna duck out. Night, y'all.
Good night.
No, Keely.
Great game.
Good night.
All right, so the thing about Death House is that the final encounter with Death House has like, I think it's like 8 cultists and 1 shambling mound.
Yeah, and it's at level 1.
It's at level 1, and actually it's not at level 1. It's level 2. Because they specifically give you like milestones that you're supposed to use as your characters progress in the dungeon.
Yeah, finding the stairs.
The thing about it is it's just like there's no clear indication that you're supposed to run, and yet that's what the encounter is designed for. Or
Sure.
like the fact that there's the deed to the bone grinder inside of Death
Oh,
House.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, just go to the bone grinder, no big deal.
Oh, yeah, just go to the bone grinder with the 3 hags cast.
Well,
6
I don't think anybody else knows about that.
Well,
have you-
I've run Strud, so
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
I was about to say
think
everybody
Keely's-
here's run
Keely's-
Strahd.
That's right. Keely's the only one who hasn't. That's alright. Well, I think Amy, you haven't either, right?
Well, I haven't either.
Oh well, shoot, I should have.
Well, no, it's okay. Yeah, I haven't either. So, I was actually reading like what I'm getting for Barbarian because it's been, I don't know, like 5 years since I played Barbarian. So I wasn't sort of listening.
Oh,
So
I forgot. I forgot to say. I will not be able to play next week because I will be on a cruise.
Whoa!
Nice.
It's my parents' 20th anniversary,
Yay.
and I had like 4 years to find a date, and I didn't. Oh, no, I'm like the only one going by myself.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, so I will not be able to make it next week. So we'll just plan for the week after, and I'll put that in
Okay.
chat as
I
well.
wonder how much it costs. Sounds.
The week after is Memorial Day, just FYI. It's not a problem for me at all.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything big going on Memorial Day. I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
All right, but I'm gonna take off.
Alright, yeah, me too. I got Game of Thrones waiting on me.
So long, everyone.
Alright.
good night.
Thanks.
Thanks again for every game.
Okay. It was like-
See y'all.
Alright. I'll post this in a little while.
You got a 3rd level spell.